that vessel wants you to do, I'm certain it's somehow connected to that smudged glyph.
So I'll have to level that up later. Three hours left. Those Kavat handlers killed. I can go to any one of the Grenier missions and kill Kavat handlers. Probably on Jupiter, maybe? Is it Corpus? No, that's Corpus. Okay, so is Mars Grenier? Yep, it's Grenier. Okay, so sabotage. That's infested. Grenade sabotage. Excavation. Grenade. Okay, 9 to 14. That doesn't seem too bad. I can just run that mission. Who knows? Maybe I'll fucking die on here. I'm gonna go see if I can change the color scheme on this freaking Warframe. Let's see. Last time it wouldn't let me. That guy I talked to before said that I could. I said that it would let me. Okay, so okay, here we go. Now the color scheme I can change. So I'm changing it. Shades of red. I think I'm going to go with white on that. Accents gold. sitting here contemplating whether I should cut myself open and see what I fucking bleed. Fucking curious. I don't think it's gonna fucking matter if I do that shit or not. I don't think it's gonna fucking matter. Nobody's gonna give a shit. Not really. Nobody will fucking care, no one will miss me. Not really. Fucking razor's just sitting there. Well, I'm just no good piece of garbage. Not worth anything really. I have no value. I got no value. I'm just fucking worthless. Just a piece of garbage.
We're here in search of lost artifacts, items buried deep below the surface. The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site. ready to go. Keep it powered and protected from enemy fire. Located. Proceed to the dig site. Just uncovered. Excavator deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts the artifact. The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site. Excavator destroyed. Protect the remaining dig sites.
There's no Kavad handlers on this fucking place. I'm extracting. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, Fightin'.
Hey, what's up?
I'm just playing a bit of Minecraft.
Oh, cool, man. What you working on?
I'm gonna be building a house to impress my buddy when he gets on tomorrow.
Nice. That's freaking awesome. That's gonna be freaking awesome,
I think
man.
I also found the perfect place to build it, too.
Man, you got to shoot me a screenshot, man. I'm gonna have to check this out. I gotta see it.
I hadn't even started building yet.
Sweet. Hell yeah.
What?
Freaking Mesa Prime is freaking, dude, she's a freaking badass, dude. That friend of ours, that mutual friend of ours earlier, he got me he sent me an Orkin reactor for her and a freaking catalyst for one of the weapons, for one of my weapons, and I was like, oh, freaking sweet, dude. Because I'd just been trying to grind for a reactor. It was, the one we were on with earlier, just a little bit ago.
Whatever that vessel
The one that offered to get the $20 cards.
that smudged cliff.
Oh, you mean Sailor?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I got him on my friends list, dude. I went ahead and sent him a friend request. He's so freaking cool, man. He's chill, dude. He's so freaking chill, man. Yeah. I gotta give my little Kubro here a shot. Just a little stick. There we go. That's better. It's my infested Kubro. I got 3 hours on that mag. You remember that mag you gave me? I got 3 hours left on her. She'll be built here pretty soon. It's got 3 more hours left on mag. And I'll have that armor built. That's the one that you gave me. That was freaking awesome. Oh yes, this is such a cool freaking game. I love this game. I'm trying to find some of those Kavat handlers so I can kill a bunch of those Kavat handlers. I'm trying to find out what's the best place to go to get those. Oh, I know that they have them here. I could probably go here and do this here. I need to take a squad with me on this one so I can knock this out. Yep, see there? Yep. Hydron, they got those freaking Kavat handlers in there. One Wolf 88 joined squad. Yes. Strugglerly something or other. I can't remember what they got that name. Oh man. Bobby Burgenson. Bobby Burgenson. What the hell? Why do I keep thinking I know a Burgenson? I don't know. Maybe I do. I don't know if I do or not.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
Yeah, she's gonna do so much better. Open 20 lockers, okay. That's 4. Why not? 20 lockers. It's 5 of 20. 6. Challenge called Kleptomaniac. Pretty cool. Kill that son, those sons of bitches. Kill them.
Good times.
Frickin' assassins. I hate those little bastards. It's like every time, a lot of times when I start a level, those freaking, I guess it's a Nightwave thing, those freaking dual assassins come out and start whooping the shit out of me.
Fighting on back. I'm out back smoking a cigarette with my roommate.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Well, that's good. You got yourself a smoke, man. That's cool. No problem, man. I'm sitting there kicking some ass on Warframe and having a little vape myself.
Yeah, my roommate told me not to vape because it's starting to kill you.
Oh, really? I've been doing it for over a year, and I've never had. The first year I was vaping, my doctor.
He said it's
Hold on.
true in that way.
Well, let me tell you something. The first year I was vaping, like the first year, maybe year and a half, I was vaping. I was actually seeing my doctor at the same time, and I told him. I said, I said, if anything comes up while I'm vaping, let me know and I will quit immediately. Just let me know. Okay, so I vaped for an entire year, like the whole year, the first year I vaped. Nothing ever came up in the tests. Nothing was ever wrong with my lungs. Like people were saying there's popcorn lung. That's freaking bullshit. There was no signs of anything happening to me physically that would suggest that it does any harm to anybody.
So you've been vaping for how long? Like,
for about over a year now, and there's in a position. I've had.
And How
42.
old are you?
I'm 42. But I
I've been
smoke
vaping
cigarettes.
for
I
over a
smoke,
year,
dude.
and he was
I
42,
smoked.
and he says nothing has come up because he's seeing a doctor, and the doctor is doing tests on it. The doctor said nothing's wrong right now.
Right. I've been vaping since for like a year now. But see, I smoked, dude. I smoked for ever since I was 16. I smoked cigarettes since I was like 16, 17, I think. And I smoked all the way up until like a few years back, until like a couple of years back. And I think it was like 2 or 3 years. Actually about 2 years I started vaping. I put the cigarettes and started vaping. And dude, I could I could do, like I could walk about a mile up or downhill, because I was in Oregon. There's a lot of hills and shit in Oregon where I was living. And but I was vaping, and I found that I was able to walk a mile or so, or just walk around the frickin' shopping center or the grocery store or something, doing some shopping.
Yeah.
And I could do it without getting home as soon as I was done, gasping for air, dude. It was because when I smoked cigarettes, it was getting that bad with me. It's like I had smoked for so long, and it was actually getting that bad for me, where I was like constantly freaking gasping and choking and coughing and shit whenever I freaking got done walking or something. And then like a few months after I started vaping, I started, the first signs was I was coughing up all kinds of shit, dude. There was a lot of black, nasty shit that I was coughing up. And as soon as that stopped and it cleared up, I could fucking breathe easier, man. I could actually breathe easier, okay? Now, there is, the one thing that's not good for you that's in vape is the nicotine. But I'm only at level 6, man. I'm only vaping at level 6 nicotine, which is really fucking low. Okay, it's like I'm actually thinking about stepping down to like 3. I'm gonna leave because these guys are freaking backing out, so I'm backing out. I'm not staying in there. No freaking way. But I was vaping, and when I started vaping, I was like, it's like my doctor he ran all kinds of tests on me. He would always check my respiratory, like my lungs and shit, to make sure nothing was wrong. And he'd check my blood. He'd take those labs, and he would check for certain things that like, I'd give him a litmus, like a whole list of things to check for, because that's what people were saying was happening to them when they vape. So for the entire year I was seeing this doctor, he was checking that stuff. He was checking up on my labs and things like that. It was regular visits, just regular doctor visits. He would check up on me. It was like every once, like I'd see my doctor like maybe 3, maybe 4 times a year. Okay, that's not too bad. But I always saw him on a regular basis whenever I needed. And whenever I seen him, he would take labs, or he would take, because I told him I wanted to keep an eye on this to make sure, nothing's going to happen, or nothing is happening to me. There's no side effects, right? But he didn't see anything. Yeah. There was nothing came up. And there was these people that online, and everybody was telling me, well, you can get popcorn lung as an effect of the lungs. And I'm like, well, my doctor, who's I'm pretty sure is a practicing physician, who you have to go to fucking medical school to get those degrees and study your ass off for like, God knows how many years. I think like you have to study frickin' a long time to get those frickin' degrees. But I was telling people, I was like, dude, a frickin' physician, a trained physician who went to medical school, who also incidentally actually served over in Iraq, because he was also in the service. So I mean, the service pretty much paid for his medical school. So he was able to attend medical school and go over and serve his country, which is great. So, but when he got back, he got into doctor practicing. He got into practicing medicine. He got into it more, and I'm sitting there telling him, I'm like, dude, this physician I've been seeing for a year has told me I'm not suffering from any of that crap. Nothing has come up. I've been vaping for over a year, and my doctor has said nothing like that. He's been checking my blood, my respiratory. When I go in every regular, he checks my weight because we were also keeping an eye on my weight too, because I was losing weight. I was actually dieting and losing weight, so they would check my weight level too, my gain and everything, make sure I was losing weight and not just putting it back on. And so, but they just kept track of that stuff. Nothing came up. It's like everything. It's like all those reports that were coming out from the government, the FDA, who also happens to be in the back pockets of fucking tobacco companies. I'm sorry, but that's just a fact. Have been putting out all these reports about how it causes nerve damage and how it causes and how there's formaldehyde in the frickin' liquid, and I'm like, my doctor hasn't found any of that shit. He even took a sample of my liquid and sent it off to a lab. I was that concerned. So he took it, sent it off to a lab. You know what they found? They found that all it had in it was, I think some kind of food product, some kind of food product. It's the same stuff that they use to flavor candy or flavor certain kinds of chips. Okay. The same food flavoring that's in these vapes that makes it taste like different fruit flavors. Those flavors are found in food products. So people are consuming that shit every fucking day. Alright? This is shit that people consume. Now the one thing that was in it that he found that wasn't good for me was nicotine. Nicotine isn't good at at really high levels. Like, you can start off at like 24 like my little brother did, and he's still vaping with a level 24 nicotine. Nicotine isn't good at any levels, I guess, but it's not as bad as putting tar and carbon and all kinds of the nasty fucking chemicals they put in fucking cigarettes. It's not as bad as that. Like, if you were to compare the two, it's like the lesser of two evils. It's like, you have, and you know what? They were forced. The only reason these vape stores have had to put "it causes cancer" on their fucking bottles is because the fucking FDA ordered them to fucking do it. So the Food and Drug Administration ordered these people to put labels it causes cancer on their fucking bottles, which is bullshit. It doesn't. Nothing about these liquids causes any kind of fucking cancerous to happen. It's crap. And the only reason they had to do it is because by law they had to do it, because they had to inform people according to the FDA, which is bullshit. It's like that fucking reefer madness they put out back in the 60s when it came to pot, which was bullshit. That was a fucking lie too, but the government still did it. They still put out a fucking lie about pot, and now it's on a fucking class 1 list, which is bullshit. Fucking marijuana should have never been put on a fucking class 1 list. That's just crap. Just like vape liquids don't fucking cause cancer. That's bullshit too. I see a lot of people dying of cancer from fucking cigarettes. I have not heard of anybody ever getting sick and fucking dying from fucking vape liquid or from vaping. The only incidences where people actually get harmed from vapes is when they go online and they purchase those vape mods offline. They go online and they purchase them online, right? Which they can't do anymore because the fucking federal government set guidelines down for the vape stores, so they can't sell their shit online anymore. They can't, unless it comes from a legit vape store. You shouldn't purchase it online, and people can't sell them either. They have to be part of a store or something to sell it, I think. But yeah, they can't. There's like a lot of different. They got a shitload of rules now for vape stores. I mean, it is slowly but surely looking like fucking the tobacco company had got their fucking claws into those vape stores. Like, now they're fucking in it. Now they can fucking control it. It's bullshit, man. It's fucking propaganda. I'm actually thinking about quitting after this bottle of liquid. Just slowly vape this one a little bit every day, and until I can finally work my way off of it, and then just put this vape mod up and back in the box and just leave it put up. Just leave it put up for a while after this bottle of juice is gone.
Hey, fucking, I'm gonna go for a bit, okay?
Okay, alright. I'll catch you in a little bit, man.
Take care.
Yeah, you too. Oh, man. He is so freaking cool, man. Freaking Dark is like the freaking coolest. He's a brother, man. He's freaking family. That's what it is. Oh, let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna quit this too. Because, you know, I think I'm gonna back out too for a little bit. Because I don't know, I really honestly don't think that anybody's really interested or watching. Nobody really gives a shit. Not really. So, I mean, I think I'm just going to back out of here. And, I don't know, maybe I'll get on it tomorrow. We'll just have to see how things go, I guess. Yeah. We'll have to see how things go tomorrow to see if I'm going to jump on here tomorrow. Maybe I'll fucking stroke out in my sleep and fucking die. Anyways, I'm going to go. I'll catch whoever's watching this. I'll catch them later.